Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump into charts for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin is still holding around this 43K. It's at 63K. Wow. And it's not managing to break out. It's not breaking down. We're going to check what's happening on the technicals. I've nearly been making these videos for almost 4 years every day, which is incredible. It's been such a journey with you guys, and I'm so glad and grateful that I get to make these. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going 4 years of me saying that. We're going into the technicals. Let's start off on the weekly target, still 58. You can see that white resistance. Each candle represents 1 week in the market. This is tradingview.com. Big resistance is this trend line, 88K. We're in this Elliott wave count. In my opinion, 4th to 5th wave is started and 3rd to 4th wave finished with this hammer candle here. But the week after, we're having a bit low volume, which is not so good, and pullback. Stochastic still turning down. Crypto Guru Bot still fired a blue buy, hasn't fired a red sell yet. It fired a blue buy back in February 2023, still blue buy now. You get it in the master course, the crypto master course. Let's go closer on the daily. Stochastic turned up and then is starting to curve down again, losing momentum. It came all the way up to 65,500 and now pulled back around $3,000, losing momentum. Not so beautiful. I mean, it's above this down. Look at this. It's still sitting above this trend line from before. It's sitting on top of it. You can see it had resistance, broke above, and it's sitting on top of that trend line. We need to get a bounce now to get a confirmation that this is going to hold. The trade from yesterday is almost set up, but on the daily, it looks like it's trying to make another lower low. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Or are we going to get another bounce of 56K or hold here? Volume dropping, stochastic turning down. It looks like can take a trade from 56K again for a double bounce. Should I close my trades in the profit is the question. Let's go closer. Daily heading down, 4 hourly. Stochastic oversold and volume coming in. Inverse head and shoulders seems to be here, but they have a high chance of failing inverse head and shoulders. But if that does play out, the inverse head and shoulders, the target would be 73K if we get a breakout here. But stochastic oversold on the 4 hourly. On the daily, it's coming down, but already oversold on the 4 hourly. In my opinion, too oversold to be closing. The trade from yesterday's setup is close. I made that trade at 65K, and now we're coming down here. This was the trade setup I had. 61,783, stop loss 61,000. Take profit 88K, risk toward 35 times, risking $754 to make $26,900 per Bitcoin with no leverage. With 10x leverage, will be $260,000. So risking $754 per Bitcoin to make $26,900. The trade opens with the gray line, 61,700. Stop loss is 61,000. Take profit 88. And I said that yesterday back when we were at 64, 65, and now we're coming down to activate this trade at 61,700. But this recent drop would have taken a big hit on my trades. If you want to trade Bitcoin like you're going to see me do under the video, go down below. 1 is the exchanges. Bybit gives you a $30,000 bonus when you use this link. 2 is the courses. Take the crypto master course to get the bots. 3, join us in the Telegram. There's a few hundred of you online. Over on Bybit, my account 653,000, pulling back from yesterday's 669, around 20K pullback on this Bitcoin drop. Look at this. Oh, Bitcoin dropping right now. In my video right now, it's dropping. You can see, lost that support. This trade went from 24,000 yesterday to $16,000 profit. Bitcoin is losing this support right now. And looks like coming down to activate this trade. 65 would have been nice to close here into this resistance. There's a lot of resistance here at 64,600. Stochastic very oversold on the 4 hourly already though. That's the difficult thing. To close the trade now, not the right time. But daily stochastic heading down, making lower low. The question is if we get a bounce here, or if it comes down to 56. And you can see it could possibly do that. I mean, this triangle could play like this. We got that strong bounce of 56. Now we're sitting at 62. It reached a high of 65. Daily heading down. 4 hourly oversold. Because the 4 hourly is oversold, I won't close the trade yet. And I would have a trader active at 6173. Safest place to activate a trade, I would say, in case there is a nuke, is this one. Let's move it down here. Better risk to reward ratio. Okay, let's keep that. No, better to make safer trade, I would think, as it's pulling down right now. Best to do it off very strong support, which I would say would be here. I would modify the trade, the Bitcoin trade, to go long, to take that trade to the 88k top. I would do this one, 42 risk to reward ratio. Opening 59642, in case there's some kind of nuke on Bitcoin, it can easily come down to double bottom here at 56. That would be quite a drop if it does that. It's trying to hold here, but I would take this trade. Opening 59,642, stop loss 58,956, take profit 88k. Stochastic coming down on the 4 hourly very fast, on the daily coming down. On the hourly, we're seeing stochastic oversold, volume coming in, but it's more sell volume. You can see, look, in the last hour, even the last 15 minutes, we're dropping quite a bit. There was a big sell just now that made that sell in that 15-minute candle. It's around 4,200 Bitcoin. When I go close on the 15 minutes, it's kind of rounding top here. Safest place would be to close everything and try to get a double bounce on 56. But then could possibly miss the run if we get a bounce here. But if it breaks here, next support would be down here, 59,500. So that's the trade I would take. 59,642, stop loss 58,956. Take profit 88k. Can easily double bottom at 56 here. Very, very possible. But we do have a small chance, I would say 30%, 40% chance to get a bounce here. We need a bounce with volume to confirm this breakout. So the next few hours are very important for Bitcoin. But my target would be to open at 59,642 in case there's a spike down. Again, my Bitcoin trade, $17,000 in the profits, funding fee 0.01. I bought it down there at 56, calling it perfectly. 65 would have been a nice place to close that bounce. This account 655. Yesterday it was 669 from the bottom at the start of the week at 611. So quite a strong bounce there. Let's go into the rest of the market. So that's Bitcoin. That's my trade setup. Kind of rounding top. I think we get a bounce here, to be honest, at 56 is in my opinion. I think we get a bounce here because it could easily do this. So best option actually would be for me to close, unless we get a strong bounce here with volume. Best option would be me to close and reopen at 56. 58 is possible for a bounce. 56 most likely, if there is some big panic nuke drop. Difficult one here. If I close, I keep profits on this trade of 16k, 17k, but bounce back just a little bit now. This was 24k this morning before the drop. This account's 654. It lost volume as Bitcoin bounced. So we had some volume spike as Bitcoin came down. Big volume as Bitcoin came down. Then we had buying volume that spiked up. Now again, volume fading out. I think I need to close, guys, and reopen at 56 would be the smart move. The problem is, does Bitcoin fall? It looks like it on the daily, it's turning down. On the 4 hourly, it's already oversold though. Time to sell Bitcoin on the 4 hourly on the stochastic was here, which was at 64k, 65k. Now the stochastic already oversold. Like here, it was already oversold at 56k, not time to sell. Here was overbought. The 4 hourly is already oversold, so I'll keep this trade open. Safer trade would be to take it from 56, I would say. If you want to go for the, so I'll leave two trades, one safe, one riskier. One second, just going to re-edit. So this is the riskier trade I'll take, opening at 59,642, stop loss 58,956. This is slightly riskier trade of strong areas of support. That's the riskier trade I'll take, 5963. Sorry, the safer trade. This is the safer trade, 5963. The riskier trade, actually no, that turns out it's the safer trade. Shit. Okay, this is the safer trade in case Bitcoin pulls back. Riskier trade I'll take from the bottom, 56k, in case there's a big nuke. Safer trade, in case there's a big nuke and it double bottoms. This is the safer trade. So the riskier one is the one in front. All trading is risky, but better than not learning trading, in my opinion. So that's the safer trade, opening at 59,692, this one here. And this is the riskier trade, opening at 56 for a double bottom. Now, it very much is important if Bitcoin manages to hold this trend line. If we get a bounce with volume, then we confirm a breakout, and then it's confirming this descending triangle. If we break out here, bounce, and then with volume move up. If not, if it breaks back in, most likely we're going to get a double bounce at 56k. And I could close all my trades, all my positions right now and rebuy at 56k on a very panicked drop, because the altcoins will drop a lot also. That is a possibility. The only reason I'm not doing it, the daily is heading down, the weekly is still extremely overbought, the monthly is extremely overbought, the only 4 hourly is already oversold. So it would have been better to try and do this already at 65. To try and do it now on the 4 hourly being oversold, but still very possible that it comes down to 59. And these two trades, 59, 56. But because of the 4 hourly, I'm going to keep everything open at the moment. Under the video, go down below. One is the exchanges I use. Bybit gives you a $30,000 bonus if you use this link. 2 is the courses. Take the crypto master course to get the bots and to learn all this. 3, join us in the Telegram. In the Telegram right now, there's 120 of you online. 58k. This is showing that it's getting stuck. 61.7, 54,600 people discussing trades this morning, dumping, where to buy stocks. I buy on Charles Schwab or Interactive Brokers. I like those two. 58, 55 is bottom. A lot of people targeting 55 in the chat room, which is interesting. That's my updates in the market. I'm going to just leave it on Bitcoin this morning. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up button, turn on the bell. In 12 hours from now, I will update you, or if there's any news, because Bitcoin is trying to hold on to this trend line. If it breaks, it will not look bad. Love you all, not look so good. If we break, most likely double bottom at 56. If we bounce strongly here with volume, then we move up. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.